Hi, John. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
I was really fascinated by your book, and I'm very excited that I have a few minutes to get a chance to ask you some questions. So one of the themes that I got that run throughout your book is that technology has been a part of city planning for forever. It's cities have always been quote unquote smart, so to speak. And so I'd like to really tie this back to this decline in trust in science and a decline in trust in governmental authority that we've been seeing in Canada. So the two examples that come to mind are obviously with the pandemic. We've seen how a lot of people weren't trusting the science. And now recently with emerging tech like AI, people are pretty uneasy and they're uncertain about where things are going. And so I'm wondering how you conceptualize the relationship between society and technology or society and science in our current context.
Well, we're surrounded by science and technology, everything that it's so all encompassing. And so it's difficult to ignore for one thing, although we take it for granted. The second thing is that you know all technology has pros and cons, and so there are pharmaceuticals that make people better and save lives, and there are pharmaceuticals that cause terrible tragedies. Uh, so the technology that I write about in the book, that's older civic technology, is it does one thing. A bridge does one thing. It supports whoever is going over it. Buildings do specific things, and the digital technology is capable of doing a great many things at the same time, not all of which are really easily understood. And I think that the fact that we don't really understand a lot of the way the technologies work, or even conceptually what they do, is probably contributes to that
Mm, yeah.
decline in trust.
Yeah, that's perfect. So I have kind of a follow-up to that then. Um, so I wanted to talk just quickly about the promise of technology. How can we effectively communicate this promise of technology to society and to policymakers?
Well, I think first of all, we need to recognize that technology is extremely powerful, and it's becoming, increasingly powerful with each passing month. As we could see with ChatGPT and the various AI applications. And so that kind of raises the stakes on, how society has to sort of engage with these. And we have to be mindful about the potential downsides. We have to be, aware of the positives, and where technology can do important things like deal with climate change. But the we need to have these big conversations, and they have to take place in institutions that regulate these technologies, among scientists and researchers that are developing them and testing them. And so I think that's, in a way, society has to become more engaged with the technologies that surround us every single day, because of the power that they carry.
Thank you so much, John. That was wonderful. I'm very excited to see you at the gala on the 18th.